Welcome everybody to the CGF and Beaver Show, the racing edition, proudly brought to you by Betezy.com.au. He's the Beaver and I'm CGF. How you going, matey?
Very good, mate.
Yeah?
Yes.
No jokes this week about your forehead?
I'm going to have to say, I'm going to give you a look at my forehead and bow to your CGF after one of your sensational winners last week.
Yeah, it was only $17.
Because, in fairness, I did say Guelph was almost a moral certainty, and you went out there and you got me.
If you put $10 each way on all of CGF's bets, which were only 5, you would have been $187 net up. Don't like to brag, but
it's big. It's good.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Well, Guelph cost me plenty.
Yeah.
So I was not only spewing with the ride, because it was butchered again by McAvoy. He's a joke, that bloke. He butchered Sessions just prior and then butchered it as well. Thought the straight was 5,000 metres long instead of 500.
Talking through your kick again.
I know, mate, but it was terrible. And the Beaver backed about 6 seconds.
Before we get into the show, just a cheerio call to a good friend that we both met and I worked with, John Stefanos of the Australian Stock Report. Loves the show.
Loves the show.
Loves his horses.
Oh.
And owns some good ones.
Yeah.
A couple of trotters as well. So he's a big racing man. He's off to New York soon to spend a month over there. It's good for the rich and famous.
Yes.
Go Johnny. If you've got to spare a few dimes, just throw them our way. We can always invest them for you on the show.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Australian investment scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invest in CGF and Beaver.
Correct. Anyway, without further ado. Yes, exactly. Anyway, cheerio, John, and good luck in the future. We're going to look at Rosehill races 5, 6 and 7. The first race is the Group 2 Theo Marks over 1,400 metres at 3:10 p.m. What do you like, Beef?
I like Bob and CGF.
Ooh, that was one of our big tips a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and I'm going to back up. I really thought it was a good win a couple of weeks ago. It had the sitting shot and powered past them, never looked like losing. I think it'll strip fitter. It's well weighted, $4.50. I think it's going to be hard to beat.
Good one. I like number 2, Solzhenitsyn. I think it's a class racehorse. I think Boban has got a bit of work to do yet, but Solzhenitsyn, first up, Heathcote and the very capable Jason Collett. I like that, and that's given you about $7.
Yeah, I don't disagree, CGF, but it gets 5.5 kilos off it, which is a good weight pull. I mean, I think Rain Affair is going to take him out, and if he can sit on the back there and sprint quick.
That's why I like Solzhenitsyn, because I think he can sit off him and then come over the top. But anyway, time will tell. Brings us to race 6, the Shirako Stakes, a Group 3 open set weights for fillies and mares, and there's a couple of good ones in this one. I have, after much study, have come up with number 7, Dystopia.
Dystopia?
Waller and Bowman paying $11. I watched the trial the other day at Rosehill.
Yep. And
it looked like a horse that wanted, and it's got a great record first up.
Yep. What about the barrier, CGF?
14's a killer, but Dystopia doesn't mind dropping out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to lead. So it's gonna drop out the back, and then it'll come home.
That's the concern with the way the track might play on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I was worried about that the race before with Rain Affair. If it can get an easy lead and it's leader bias, it's going to be hard to beat.
It's a big if and what though.
Yeah. No, I agree. You got to tip something now. You got
to tip them now, and I actually think they'll go quick up front.
Yep.
And I think she can sit back and she'll have the last crack at them.
Yep.
And Huey Bowman he's got a fair idea how to steer one.
Yep, he's a very good jockey. I'm going
Perron.
Yep. Jimmy Cassidy aboard, John Thompson, class horse. Money's already started to come for it at CGF. They must have bugged my computer today and had a look. It's back in from 10s into about 7s. So I think that's going to be hard to beat. Talking about trials, but Bonetta trialled really well as well. So that's one to watch out for, but Perron for the Beaver.
Good stuff. Brings us to the main race in the weekend around the country, and it's the Group 1 de Bordelais Golden Rose over 1,400 metres at 4:30 p.m. And the field over the years has been a quality field. This is actually, I reckon this is a cracking field, and there's a bit of depth to it as well.
Yeah.
and I reckon there's always been a sort of horse that's always going to a spruik horse. Not so much this year, but in any one of a number that can win. Have you got a winner for us?
Yeah, Prince Arata is the winner for me.
Ooh.
CGF.
Ooh. Now the bookies. It's
hot. It's a hot topic out in
the hot topic in the Betezy office, because there is even monies that fast and rocking will finish in front.
Yeah, head to head.
Head to head.
So the bookie's offering it's a star special. Sorry, punters. Head to head. Fast and rocking v Prince Harada. He's all over fast and rocking, but Prince Harada is often to one of the other boys, so it's on. Beaver's just checking out the cash in the wallet, mate. He might jump on at the head to head as well.
Right.
I stung him the other week, so maybe again.
Tony Vassell, Hugh Bowman's out of barrier 1.
Yeah, as long as it gets away okay, CGF. It's first 3 starts, it's been a bit tardy out of the gates, and gate 1 won't suit if it does that again, but if it jumps away and gets to sit, it's good night, Irene.
The only thing I don't like about this Prince Harada is I think this race is an afterthought to Tony Vassell. He was on the TV a couple of weeks back and he was talking about it, and he talked about a couple of runs. In fact, he said that there would be a month between his runs. He's backing him up 2 weeks later. He's ultimately sitting him for the Caulfield Guineas.
Maybe he's just going that well, CGF.
Yeah, he's clean-winded horse, said that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I just what he said didn't reconcile with what I thought.
Yeah.
But hey, that said, it was a cracking run first up. I have looked at this long and hard, and I've gone a little bit outside the square.
As you do.
As I do, because that's the way I bet. Number 16, Cluster.
Yep.
Anthony Cummings and one James McDonald, currently about $8.50.
Yeah.
This horse has had a bit of a spruik on it. Cummings has said it's one of the best horses he's got. Its last run was a cracker.
Yep, it's a good run.
As you know, in all the lead-up races, I've been on sidestep, but I'm sidestep.
I've done the sidestep
he's
too.
Sidestepped my wallet into the bloody rubbish bin, the bloody thing.
Yep.
So I'm going to go for Cluster on the way up. I think it's a real cracking chance at this race.
Yep, I think so too, CGF. I think it could be the knockout horse sitting just off the pace.
Good stuff. We're going to look at one race at Moonee Valley down there in Melbourne. That is the Dato Chan Nam Stakes, over 1,600 metres at 3:30. Just before we get there, though, the race before the
2 races before.
Race 4, they decided to start Atlantic Jewel in the Stock Stakes. I got a text message from a mate today, said, can Atlantic Jewel be beaten? I said, they all can be beaten, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
The only thing is second up syndrome, but she smashed it.
Can you have a look at the field, CGF?
Yeah, I know.
It smashed a top-rate field last start. These wouldn't win a midweek race, some of these.
Yeah, that might be doing a little
Look, I reckon the horse could come out on its nose, Rod could fall off, get back on, and still win B3.
Yeah, look, I'm not arguing, but I have seen them being beaten before.
Yeah.
But I don't see it.
$7, $8, something like that.
What do you like in the Dato Chan?
I'm going to go for Fioranti.
Yeah, we're on the same page there.
I think this is just
$3.30. I think it's incredible odds.
Oh, mate, I think this is pretty close to a good thing.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think it should be $2.50.
Well, let's be honest. You're running against bloody things like Spacecraft and.
Yeah, again, it's not a super hot field here, CGF. Bash Straight, Spacecraft, Seville.
Johnny Stavanos could run it quicker than Spacecraft. Yeah. And he's carrying a few kilos.
Some of the staff here could, CGF.
Yeah, interesting that Nash has gone down there too. He's sticking on board.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very hard to beat.
Give me some of your other bets.
Yeah, I've got 3 other ones to follow, CGF.
Yep.
Race 1 at Moonee Valley, Godiva Rock, be hard to beat. Race 5, Moonee Valley, Moment of Change.
Yeah, I love Moment of Change, good bet.
Yeah, it's trolling huge. And race 8, I'm still following Prince Cherie in Rosehill. Tough race, really tough race, but it won well for me last start, so I'm going to have a few bucks on it again. It's owes me nothing. So that's it for Beaver.
Good stuff.
What else you got?
Love Rosehill Race 1, number 4 hosting. Greg Urell's brought it up.
It was a dual accepted too, CGF.
Yeah, smashed him in Sandown midweek. Ran in the Guineas, ran last in the Guineas, but ran some good races before that. Stakes and group races. I think it's a horse on the way up.
Yeah, I liked it as well, but index linked was the danger in that CGF, and that's the reason I couldn't toss between either of those.
My best bet of the day is hosting at $5. The bookies.
My best bet?
Yep.
Fioranti. Get on now.
Done. $3.30. The bookies?
The bookies, what are they like?
This is a bit controversial. I shouldn't be airing this because apparently this is part of the A grade bets, but hey, we're looking after the punters
Yeah,
here.
this is an A grade show.
Correct. Brisbane race 8, number 14, Magic in Motion. I think there's a little whisper. I've seen a betting slip that suggests that this is going to be a good chance.
Yes.
Bookies actually have always done the right thing, given us plenty over the last 7-8 weeks.
Yep.
I don't think they've given us a dud yet.
No.
Bourbon on the ropes. Oh, they're just flowing in.
Yeah.
They're flowing in. Anything else happening?
No, normal stuff happening. We've got the Fab 5 promotion this weekend, so you get 10% extra on Atlantic Jewel. He's the only one of our Fab 5 running, so uplifts your odds a bit more. It's money for jam, a couple extra cents there.
Good stuff. Righto then, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bet responsibly. Go to betezy.com.au. You've got all your betting options there. You can lay horses, you can put Cornellas, trifecta, do whatever you want.
Yep.
Have a great weekend. Go the Roosters against Manly.
Yeah, go the Doggies against the Knights.
And I predict that Port Adelaide can beat Geelong.
Yes, you do.
So we'll see. We'll see everybody next week. Cheerio.
You will. Bye for now.